And welcome back to the Showroom Presents. Our guest today is Micah Muzio from Kelley Blue Book, and he's here to give us highlights from the show floor at the 114th Annual New York International Auto Show in Manhattan. Welcome, Micah.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, it's an auto show, so as a car guy, I'm naturally excited, but there is a ton of really cool stuff, whether you're a car person or you just have to drive a car. In fact, I'm standing next to the Hyundai Sonata, which is all new for 2015, and they pulled the wraps off of this, and man, they've done a really good job in terms of design over the last few years, and with the updated Sonata, they keep that momentum rolling right along. It looks a lot like their new Hyundai Genesis, which is their luxury sedan, so a very evocative, emotional design, but also some very cool technology baked in the form of Apple's CarPlay, which will make it easier for iPhone users to use their phones via the car, and also really cool bit of technology here called Smart Trunk, where rather than fumbling in your pocket for the keys, all you have to do is stand next to the trunk for 3 seconds and it'll pop right open.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of technology that I haven't really seen anywhere before, so that's kind of cool. But you know, if there's a general theme that's emerging from the auto show, it's one of design and how important it is to make cars that people actually want to look at and want to drive. Another great example of that is the Toyota Camry. In fact, the Camry, you might not think Camry excitement in the same sentence, but the new Camry, look at that grille, a big, bold grille, almost Lexus-like in its execution, and they've also updated the handling dynamics, so it should be a much more fun car to drive. But what's amazing about the updated Camry is that only 3 years into this product cycle, they've changed every single body panel except for the roof. And so, there was a time where some cars were reliable, some weren't. Camry's always been reliable, but now it's really cool to look at. So it's the kind of car that you can look in your driveway and think, I really want to drive that.
Right. Yeah, I was actually reading an article about that today too, that they're actually trying to top-selling car for a number of years in a row, and now they're trying to gain back some of the momentum that they lost in the last few years.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, last year they sold over 400,000 of the things, and I think in terms of design, they're going to keep on selling like hotcakes. Emotion, cars that you like looking at, that's a big deal, but also technology. One other car that was introduced here that I think is pretty interesting is the Subaru Outback. It still does a lot of the things you'd expect the Outback to do, SUV-like practicality, drives like a sedan, but they've improved fuel economy, which is a big deal. If you walk around the show floor here, fuel economy is a big deal, up to 33 mpg on the highway, but also they've got this really nifty system called EyeSight, which uses 2 cameras, just like your eyes, and it can look ahead, measure the distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you, and maintain a preset distance. It can also tell you if you start to depart your lane, and what's cool is it's a very accessibly priced technology, which means a lot of people are going to have very advanced vehicle functionality at a price they can afford.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend, and I guess it's just a natural sort of transformation. People spend more time in their vehicles. They're looking for new features to make them more comfortable, to make them safer, and so it's great to see some of this new technology coming on the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. You see a lot of safety technology. In fact, the automotive industry is really at the forefront of cramming more technology than you can possibly imagine into these vehicles. In fact, we're not too many years out from automated vehicles, but at least in the meantime, we still get to drive our cars, but there's a lot of very good safety baked in. In fact, there's a lot to absorb, so for a really good condensed overview of what's at the New York Auto Show, head over to kbb.com, and there's plenty more than I can possibly talk about here, in our few quick minutes. So kbb.com for complete coverage of the 2014 New York Auto Show.
Awesome. Now I have one quick question. Have you been up to the observation deck of the Empire State Building? Because there's a surprise up there.
I haven't, but I need to, because somebody put a Mustang up there, right?
Can you believe it?
That's incredible. Yeah, I can't imagine how much that costs, but for my money, I'd rather save the cash that it took to get the Mustang up there and redirect that towards the 50th anniversary Mustang that they unveiled here. I don't know if you're a Mustang fan, but that 50th anniversary has a lot of details from the original '64 Mustang. So cool. Check that out at kbb.com. A really, really cool Mustang if you're a Mustang fanatic.
Absolutely, and my understanding is that that's only the second car that's ever been up there on the observation deck. And do you happen to know what the first one was back in 1965?
You were testing my trivia. I'm just going to say Mustang. Am I right?
You would be absolutely correct.
Nailed it.
Absolutely correct. So that's pretty cool. Hey, one other thing. How about concept cars? Anything really cool and interesting?
Yeah, there's concept cars here. You know, the Kia GT4 Stinger is one that really stands out to me. 315 horsepower, rear-wheel drive, kind of all the essentials. And the cool thing is that they're talking about actually building that one, which is great for Kia, really neat design, and means that at some point in the not-too-distant future, I will get to drive it like an idiot. And that's why I come to the shows.
I don't blame you. Listen, I tell you, I envy your job so often you don't even know.
Good. As long as I'm inspiring envy, I've done my work.
Well, listen, Micah, thanks so much for joining us again on the Showroom Presents. It's always a great pleasure to have you here and to get your insight. And once again, we look forward to your next visit.
Absolutely. See you guys next auto show.
Don, you call that showing off?
How about the dazzling diamond deals we're showing off at the Showroom on Union? Diamond engagement rings.
Diamond band.
Diamond anniversary.
Diamond fashion.
Diamonds, and more diamonds.
All at a fraction of the pricey stores.
And buy with confidence because all showroom diamonds will come with a Gem Lab certificate as requested, guaranteeing natural diamonds of value. Don't forget, we feature GIA certified diamonds.
Showing off great diamonds and great deals every day.
At Airport Plaza Jewelers, the Showroom on Union.